Something's Happening UK.
Yeah,
It's
very
great
interesting.
work.
It was very interesting, man. SubhanAllah. Great video.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. So tell me, like some books, resources that you recommend for leaders, for like, you know, all the kind of things we've been talking about. Any books, any recommendations of what leaders should do to try and develop themselves a bit further?
Bro, you know what? You won't believe me, yeah? Honestly, you won't believe me. I'm not saying I follow this school of thought, but I do believe reading books are very powerful. But I got to admit, I probably haven't read a book on leadership properly.
Okay, interesting.
Honestly, bro. Okay, I've been listening to Ego is the Enemy, which is very powerful. And that's like a leadership book in essence. I think that's very important if anyone wants to read that. So I would recommend that. But for me, bro, the greatest book that sometimes we don't read are other people's experiences and your experiences. Because what is a book? It's people's experiences on ink and paper. But I think you could read far more books by interacting with people. Like, for example, I learned more from you, bro, than I could learn from a book. And that's because we had experiences together. And you read from your own book if you're conscientious or if you have that self-awareness.
So true.
And honestly, bro, because what difference is there between a book and you engaging with someone in the same way? You probably get more. You probably learn from a person that you would never learn from a book.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's why, for me, I'm not saying I'm against it because it works for people. But I truly believe that we should seek more experiences, more transformative experiences, more experiences with other people by asking questions, seeing how they work, looking into your own failures and experiences, being conscientious and reading it and trying to find the correct solutions and find the answers on how you could have done something better to become a better leader. And I think you learn a hell of a lot from that. So I've learned a lot from Abdul Rahim Green. I've learned a lot from you. I've learned a lot from brothers who are not even like what you call official leaders. And that is something very powerful. No one's beneath you and no action is beneath you. Like, for example, Kamran, who used to be our CEO a few years ago, bro, he would clean the toilet when he had about 5 minutes spare. Come on, man. I have not seen any CEO to date clean the toilet, right? You know, and I learned something about, I learned vision and strategy from Saqib. You know, vision, where you want to see yourself. What's your strategic focus? The core actions or the core things that you need to do that you believe are essential to fulfill your vision. And I've helped another organization do the same exercise. I didn't read a book on it. It was through experience, reflection, through engaging with leaders in their own right. Even maybe listening to stuff. Podcasts are a really good way, you know, because lived experiences come through podcasts. But yeah, so I'm not the one that would say, because look, if you think about it, you know, you could be a leader and write, you know, the 15 ways on how to be a great leader. Now, the thing is, what book did he read? Some of them, like, for example, have they read a book? Like, you have leadership books on Malcolm X. Leadership books on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What books did they read, bro? Do you see? So I want to go to the core. I think the book is secondary. What's the core? And I think the core is, for many of these people, is they were conscientious, they had lived experience that reflected upon, and they had true reflection to find out how they can improve, and they saw those experiences in others, and they engaged with others to get the best out of other people.
And you know what, bro? That's exactly the reason why we do this show.
Allahu Akbar. There you go. But that's it, bro. And I'm telling you, what we've said now in an hour and 24 minutes and 13 seconds is what they could probably not, they would probably capture in 10 hours reading a book.
Yeah. So true.
Honestly, bro. So this whole process is phenomenal. So I think people should do that. Absolutely. And always